Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Okay, how y'all feeling? You guys get through yesterday? With the market being down and all, a little bit. Come on, guys. This is nothing in the grand scheme of things. Look at what we've made up in 2020. This is XRP on the daily. Right now trading at about 27 cents, 0.271 cents to be exact. And yes, we did have a bit of a red day. Right now, volume still fairly low. Not too much price movement in the space. And even if we base in and around this 31 cent mark, we aren't doing too badly. Okay, there's a level of resistance here as well. And so that just shows you guys that this is going to be, or this is a likely area for us to base eventually. Once we can get up to that level of resistance, I could realistically see more basing. And so I still think this is just a correction before we can go up here, and we might do this for a while before we move up out of that trend. Now the market cap is at 281.8 billion approximately. Keep that number in mind. We haven't shed too much money from the crypto space, which is good. That shows that there is still some strong bullish sentiment in the market. And guys, this is just the beginning. In my opinion, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still doing what it should be doing, right? An uptrend correcting, an uptrend correcting, an uptrend correcting, an uptrend, and this is just a correction. The rest of the market is doing what Bitcoin is doing. And this from Recomec on Twitter, free, yes, free, for those of you guys who want some cheat sheets to help you guys out with this. Maybe you're new to the space, maybe, you just want to kind of feel a little bit of reassurance. Crypto trader cheat sheets, and you got to remember disbelief. Right when we're in a bull run, this is where a lot of us are right now, disbelief. Is it a bull run, is it not? Or maybe we're at two, hopeful reversal. Once we start seeing this surge, we're going to see optimism, belief, thrill. Okay, once we get deep into that bull market, then euphoria when we're all up here right at the top. And the belief, thrill, and euphoria stages, I think, can be very dangerous because this is when people tend to put in their money. You shouldn't be putting in your money here, guys. Not that that's financial advice. I mean, do what you want. I wouldn't put my money in there because we know that this is at the point where we are kind of close to the end, unfortunately. Advanced experienced traders will take profits, and then we'll see the sharp declines. And this can be actually even more dangerous, this move up, because a lot of people might think, oh, well, this is just the rebound. This is, the market's going to continue to rise. That's when we get into the complacency stage, just a healthy correction. Then the anxiety, denial, okay, all throughout another bear market. I still feel like we're pretty far away from another bear market, another 2018. We are more in this area right now, the disbelief and hope. Anger, why are the markets so merciless? Panic, should I get out? Depression, right? We all saw this back in late 2018, early 2019, right before the market started picking back up again. And then finally 13, disbelief, not falling for it this time. And there are some other interesting charts here too. The polarity flip, giving you guys some outlines as to what some of these trends look like, and giving you some more detail on some of these, like the polarity flip, order block, the throwback retest. What else do we have here? General volume price analysis rules. Okay, so giving you volume price in bullish, moderately bearish, moderately bearish, and some of the indicators pointing towards that. And also, here's a great one, divergences summary. So in a strong, medium, weak, and hidden bull market or bear market, this is these are some of the things you're going to see with regards to price and indicator. Not going to go through them all, but the resource is here. Thanks so much to Recomec on Twitter. I will link this tweet in the description if you guys want to save what looks to be Crypto Burb's tweet here, so you guys can take a look at those if you are interested. And XRP adoption is top priority at cryptocurrency startup Ripple. We know this. A slew of new job openings at Ripple is shedding light on the company's push to spread adoption of the crypto asset XRP. The Spring Initiative, Ripple's fundraising and development arm, is hiring 10 new people in positions ranging from senior infrastructure engineer to director of product management and vice president of developer relations. The positions are designed to help Ripple create and promote the ecosystem as they so always tend to do. Here are some of the careers. Help us transform payments. And for those of you tech people interested, a lot of these are in San Francisco. Some of them we can see here: Dubai, Brazil, Sao Paulo, Tokyo, Japan. Many of them are in San Francisco, though. Nevertheless, a slew of new employment opportunities now available at Ripple, and clearly always trying to promote the XRP ecosystem. We've had Brad Garlinghouse go on record saying that they are the party that is most highly invested in XRP succeeding. And so why would they purposely sabotage it when this is a retort to when people were suggesting that Ripple was dumping XRP onto the market and that was affecting the price for investors, so on and so forth. But here it is. The ecosystem is first and foremost in Ripple's mind. They are going all in on XRP in terms of utility, in terms of it being that digital asset that they see as the game changer, that they see will be the digital asset that will change the payment system in this modern world that we all live in. XRP Crypto Wolf on Twitter posted this: 7.5% of USD to Mexican remittances went through XRP last week. 7.5%, so 7.5 out of every 100 transactions that went through remittances from US to Mexico went through XRP. Bitso already stated that they plan to process more than 20% of all USD to MXN remittances through XRP in 2020. This made me realize that they'll easily process over 20% of all USD to MXN remittances with XRP soon. This is a retort, not a retort. Ashish Birla had to respond to this guy, Peter McCormack, last week. 7.5% of USD to Mexican remittances went through XRP, but okay, because Peter McCormack is suggesting otherwise. Sobering reality check, having spent the day at the border. Bitcoin is helping in a few niche cases, but the problems require bigger solutions. I saw no evidence or use of Dash, Bcash, BSV, Ethereum, Ripple, Tron, or Potato Coin, he states. The only crypto people care about here is BTC, which is hogwash. Okay, and Ashish Birla is not letting him get away with it. So he does state that 7.5% went through the US-Mexican corridor. Thanks so much for that reality check, Ashish, because people like this guy, McCormack, need to understand that people don't only care about BTC. In fact, Anypay suspends BTC because it's worthless for payments. Go figure. A new feature allows users to update transaction fees, allowing them to defraud merchants. Now you literally have to wait 20 minutes for coffee or risk getting scammed. This from @HamEggs and Sam on Twitter. Thanks so much, Sam, for posting this. Here's the article as Bitcoin is once again making headlines for crossing the $10,000 price point. The world's premier multi-cryptocurrency real-life payments platform Anypay has announced they are disabling BTC from their system. Based in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Anypay's co-founder Steven Zahler said in an announcement today that BTC was worthless for payments now that transactions can be easily canceled. Originally, when Bitcoin launched in 2009, and for several years into its life, one of the major selling points that set it apart from other electronic payments like credit cards was that Bitcoin transactions were irreversible. Once the buyer hit send, there was no way for a buyer to undo it. There was no authority, like a credit card company or a bank, that the company could contact to have them reverse the transaction. Business owners are very familiar with the concept of the dreaded chargeback, where a dishonest customer can use a credit card company's ability to undo transactions to scam the merchant. And now, this apparently is something that they can do with Bitcoin. So the CEO of Anypay is not having any of it. They are canceling Bitcoin transactions, calling it worthless for payments. Very, very, very interesting. So the only crypto people care about here is Bitcoin. I know he's talking about Mexico. Nevertheless, it's looking like Bitcoin's use case for payments is becoming less and less revered in this cryptocurrency atmosphere, the new wave of crypto adoption. As we come online with new options, as we come online with new technology that is just cheaper, faster, and overall better. RippleNet for payments, XRP for exchanging funds. It was built to do it. It wasn't a test. This is the real deal. So for those of you guys who are doubting XRP with that regard, maybe you should do a little more research. Bitcoin platform Bakkt reveals plan to disrupt the $1.2 trillion digital asset industry with new payments apps. So this is with regards to ICE, guys, the Intercontinental Exchange, the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange, and Bitcoin platform Bakkt says it plans to disrupt the digital asset industry by bringing BTC and crypto payments to the mainstream. ICE says that it's set to acquire Bridge2 Solutions, a platform that drives loyalty and engagement between brands and consumers. Bakkt will utilize Bridge2 to accelerate the development of a consumer payment app that converts and processes crypto payments around the world. So far, Bakkt has focused on building trust and the stability in the crypto trading market by launching its Bitcoin and futures contract for institutional investors. Now the company says its partnership with Bridge2 Solutions will allow it to transform the $1.2 trillion digital asset industry as Bridge2 solution powers loyal. Wait, whoa, okay. Let's just back up for a second. $1.2 trillion digital asset industry. Remember earlier in the video when I said to keep an eye on this number? The digital asset industry is only at $281 billion. So could this be a possible projection by Bakkt saying that it sees the industry being $1.2 trillion when they are done with it? Of course, this is just a projection, and of course, it doesn't mean that all cryptocurrencies will add an equal amount to their market cap. But if you just take a look at the numbers for a second, okay, 1.2 trillion. And let's divide that by what the current market cap is. Okay, roughly about 281.8, let's just say rough, okay, billion. That means that they see, at least in the near term, that the industry could grow by 4.258 times, let's call it, okay? 4.258, what it currently is. 4.258, okay, which would mean the Bitcoin price would be approximately, let's get this right here, 9,783 currently times 4.258. Bitcoin increasing to about 41,600, okay? And XRP currently standing at 27.1. would increase to about $1.15 per XRP. Okay, now I know this isn't a perfect science. I know this isn't exactly what's going to happen because we know when money gets dumped in, it gets filtered through many different coins, not all coins equally, but it is a good indicator of, when money does get dumped into the market, we do see prices rise. And for many who invest in this market, they will look at the top, let's say 5 coins and invest more heavily in something like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, possibly Litecoin, just to name some of the major ones. And so that $40,000 Bitcoin and that $1.15 XRP, clearly a very conservative number. And of course, this is just at the beginning. This doesn't include all that institutional money that's coming in. Of course, we're just talking about the market cap staying at $1.2 trillion. It will go much higher than that eventually. But Bakkt in this Bridge2 solutions, stating that they want to transform this market, they see it as a $1.2 trillion digital asset industry. And they really want to ramp up with things like cryptocurrencies, gift cards, in-game digital assets, and other forms of virtual rewards into one seamless user interface, so more of a user-friendly app so that the masses can adopt cryptocurrency and they're going to bring it to the mainstream. So really, really interesting to see how Bakkt even plans to, add to the adoption. They're not just dealing with Bitcoin futures, guys. There are many different things going on behind the scenes. And the Bridge2 merger just seems like one of those things that Bakkt is involving themselves with to do their part. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.